Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Welcome to the Application of Knowledge podcast. I am Animated Mel. We have Chris James. We have Stephen Michael with us. And yeah, man, we're happy to be here. It's episode 87. 87, I believe. I believe it's episode 87. You know what I mean?
You don't actually know?
Yeah, no, it's 87.
Okay.
Yeah, because last week we didn't know and it was 86. But who we getting today, Stephen?
Who are we getting?
Yeah, what kind of Stephen we getting today? We getting fun Stephen, or we getting
Well, he's not fashion Stephen. We know that.
or attitude Stephen? Who we getting?
Did I have an attitude last week?
I don't know, man. You weren't happy last week. I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? But I just want to know so I know how to approach. Because my energy was focused towards Chris, when typically I'm over here. You know what I mean? And last week I was over here a lot. I'm just like, all right.
It's been a long day.
Been a long day. I feel you, man.
Today has been a long day.
I was out in the sun.
You had a long day too? No.
Yeah, man. I was.
Because you look comfortable.
Hey, man. Life is about being comfortable, man. You know what I mean?
We had a comfortable day.
I mean, my team lost, so.
Yeah, me too.
No. They didn't. Never mind.
No, please express. Don't say never mind. Express. We didn't lose. We what? We got our ass whooped. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just look like a high school team going against professionals. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It is what it is. I ain't tripping though. You know what I mean? But
are you a fan for them to win, or are you a fan because?
I mean, honestly, my emotion towards like football is waning. Mm-hmm. It's not as strong as it like typically is. I still enjoy it, from time to time, because I'm a competitive person. And I like competitive things.
Oh yeah, because I heard you yelling.
Yeah. But how I feel towards it doesn't like if I miss a game, I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. Like,
when do you miss a game?
I don't.
How do you know how you would be then?
I mean, because I was at the gym and I wasn't really in a rush to get back to see the game.
But you made it, right?
Oh, you definitely made it.
Yeah, I mean, I got here. You know what I mean? But I make sure.
So a better statement would be if I miss a quarter.
No. Honestly, I don't feel the same way.
Okay.
It's just not there. It's sort of like how it's like with video games, like the tie to it is just loosening. Mm-hmm. I still care about it.
Somebody would say, well, maybe it's just because you're getting older and you're maturing.
It's not a maturation because
I mean, it's just more about seeing about what's really important and just looking at the grand scheme of things. Like we watch football and basketball or any kind of sports out there, because it's just a form of entertainment. But at the end of the day, it does not have any effect on my well-being. It's literally just a moment in time to enjoy and be like, oh, do you see this? But it's not doing anything to increase my life at all. If anything, it can be looked at as a distraction from, attaining your goals and stuff like that. And so, I just look at it differently. I guess it's more about, I guess it's not, I wouldn't say maturing. It's just learning about what's important and not getting so, because people, they fight over these things. They fist fight with people.
Not only do they just fist fight, you have people that literally lose their lives over sports. Not just college, because we talked about sports a little earlier, where college is people that love college football will typically say college football is more entertaining.
Yeah.
Right? You have these not high schools, but you have these college students that are not getting paid and they're fighting for something. They're putting it all on the line every single game. And then you have professionals that they're professionals, but they've been in the league for a while. Maybe they're not as hungry.
Yeah.
And it's really like entertainment. So you imagine somebody who's a gambler, an avid gambler. I mean, they literally will put everything up. They got bookies and all this stuff, and they will literally lose their lives over entertainment. And it's almost, dare I say, as close to betting on WWE. You know what I mean? Like who's gonna win WrestleMania? Like it's not.
Well, you can't bet on that, huh?
I don't even think you're allowed to. I don't think that's even a thing.
It couldn't be.
But that's because it came out as entertainment. But football is meant to be entertaining. And how is it that all these games go into overtime and these games get tied? And it's just like, how is it always like this?
How did the Patriots? What they win 7?
Got
Super
7
Bowls?
rings. Brady got
How
Brady.
did
Patriots, I think
Okay,
he got 6.
well, okay,
6.
he has 6, but he got another ring. Whatever, it doesn't matter. How? He just go to any team and just get a ring?
He can go to any team and get a ring.
Skill,
Is that
man.
his skill? Oh, it's his skill.
Just
How many
skill.
people on a football field, Steven?
24. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, 22. Sorry,
22?
22 players.
11 players. But
11.
Tom Brady he could do it all. Huh? He can make it happen, right? Whatever.
So what are you hinting at?
It's entertainment.
It's sports entertainment.
No. I mean, we all know
WWE
that. I
is
mean,
sports
I
entertainment.
think it's an obvious thing.
It is not obvious to anyone, Mel.
It's
It's only obvious to you because we've been talking about it.
no.
It's not obvious.
No, it's like it wouldn't be obvious to the masses because if you grow up in high school and you play professional sports or you just play sports in general, you can understand the competitive aspect of
Absolutely.
it, and you wouldn't even have that mindset of thinking like it's rigged, because they're putting in that hard work, they're staying in the gym, they're putting their bodies on the line,
Yep.
that's legit. So you can't really say that part is rigged.
No, mankind put his body on the line many nights.
Oh yeah.
I think that the competitiveness of it is 100% legit. I mean, these players are freak athletes. Like, that's all real. But where the entertainment piece comes in is the part that the players have no control over. And the people that have control over the game to a very high degree are your referees.
Yeah, it's influence.
Yes, but
It's guided.
So if you have, it's just like if one team is winning too much, or if it's like, well, we don't want this team to win, let's just call the team penalties on the other team, or just random. Oh, well, this person caught the ball, but they didn't, and this needs to go into overtime because look at the ratings and yada yada yada. Throw it in overtime. It's like flipping a switch. And what do the rest have to do? Just start calling penalties, right? And the thing about it is, certain penalties only under certain circumstances can be overturned based upon the rule. But for the most part, just your average holding, your average penalties that play a huge role, you can't even review them. If you get a holding call, it's a wrap. You can't even challenge that.
Yeah. I feel like you should be able to challenge every call.
Well, that's the
No.
problem. You'll never be able to.
Yeah.
And I think that challenging that red flag it's like giving you the perception of control, right, of things, but really you don't have control.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can only challenge twice in a game, and then if you win both, you get an extra one or something like that. So you
Yeah.
get 3.
Yeah.
Also,
You know what I
It's
mean?
like a game within a game.
Yeah, like what I mean?
Also, I think what refs do, or just what these leagues do, if you're a star or you're just whatever, and you do a little traveling here, you do a little whatever here, they let you slide.
Yeah, LeBron gets away with traveling all the time.
But then,
He be
Flops,
traveling.
I mean,
I'll be like,
he
bro,
gets away
you
with
better,
everything.
you
Right.
want to check that bag?
but then, when you get out of pocket or we need the game to go a certain way, now they start calling calls. But you're used to the environment where you're allowed to get away with doing this, and you're allowed to get it. So they get you used to being able to do certain things.
So when you do it, now they can call you on it.
I mean,
But now they can call you on it.
They already tell you that, though. They consistently tell you that. The commentators, they'll say it. They'll say, yeah, this is like, if it's like a playoff game, they'll be a little bit more lenient with them playing. But if it's just like a regular game, they'll call some things tight. They'll say it. They'll announce it. Even the announcers, they will say it how the referees will be. So it's evident, but people just be like,
Yeah,
They don't.
It's subjective.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's human error. It's subjective. And not only that, I mean, people know that refs have been paid. I memean, you have coaches that are fired. You have players that are suspended for betting on games because they can influence the game, especially a player. If you're a running back or a tight end or something, And listen, man, I got 50,000 on this game, and all I got to do is let my running back miss a block, and he gets enough yards, or he doesn't get the yards he needs, and I make 50,000. Well, that may be more than you're going to make that game.
Yeah.
So why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's entertainment, it's fun, but just I don't allow that thing to have a big control over your life to the point where you're fighting people and you're getting upset. I mean, because I do get the passion behind.
I do too.
I like supporting something you believe in or something.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get behind The Rock, bro, when he was about to.
Hey, Shawn Michaels, when he's about to do the Sweet Chin music.
Yeah,
he about to lay the smack down on it.
I want to make sure you hit that thing.
Yeah. So we get it. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. Yeah. But in relation to sports, there was a podcast I was listening to with Shannon Sharpe. Y'all familiar with Shannon Sharpe?
Of course.
He's like a tight end.
He's a Pro Bowler, isn't he?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. Won 3 Super Bowls, 2 with the Broncos, 1 with the Ravens. He recently had.
He played with the Ravens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that near the end of his career?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like one of the last.
You start getting cycled around.
Yeah. But he recently had Brittany Renner on his podcast on Club Shay Shake.
I heard about that.
You didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but I heard
and
about it.
And I was like I like Shannon. I rock out with Shannon.
Why would Brittany Renner be on Shannon Sharpe's podcast?
She's just going everywhere.
Well, she goes on a lot of podcasts, but she's known for dating like celebrities and mainly like athletes.
Yeah, but okay.
And he has an athlete. It's a podcast.
I mean, I get that.
Do you know the guests that come on Shannon's show?
No, I've only seen like players or people that are in the
he had Chris Brown on there. He has like people on there.
It's
like,
a podcast.
Yeah, but it's mainly focused on sports. And so he'll get into like the person's career and they'll talk about sports, but it's all really,
career.
No,
yeah.
Well, she plays soccer, but he does have
really good soccer.
He does have other people on too.
Yeah,
the only sport I know her for
is exactly.
Sport.
It's what kind? Is that a sport?
The only balls I know she playing with.
Would you let her play with your balls? My balls.
That's a good question.
I wouldn't.
She's too toxic for you.
Listen, absolutely. And I've only seen her. I saw her on Pearly Things, and
she was good on Pearly Things.
That's all I've seen her on. And just with that alone, I've seen the way that she thinks. I mean, I've heard people talk about her. I've seen her Instagram. Why would I, bro?
Okay, good. Mel, you answer the question.
Would I let her play with my balls?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Let's say this.
My balls.
Would people know? Would I become one of the people that she talks about on her Instagram?
You can't. We can't answer that. You
Why?
have to take that risk.
Either. So no. What? We're making scenarios.
Right, but you'll never know that scenario.
It's okay. Well, let's create the hypothetical. We're already playing a game.
The hypothetical is you meet her and you
let's play a game.
The hypothetical is you meet her and you have the opportunity to have sexual relations with her. That's the hypothetical.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, we're capping.
Look, dude, I'm gonna tell you why.
Especially you in the Sahara.
Oh shit! Chris said, "Mel, you might as well."
All this shade.
Hey, Mel. Matter of fact, you might as well because you could bring her on the podcast. We'll get popular. We'll blow up.
We'll blow up.
If I brought Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
If you sleep with her too.
Be like, hey, I got my new boo. Hey, but no. I mean, the thing is,
man.
Chris said, "Oh, here comes the cap."
Okay, but
here comes the cap.
Let me get to the main reason why I brought this up.
Wait, answer the. Oh, okay.
I already answered the question.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Would you, nigga? Oh yeah. Hold on.
Oh wow!
I got excited. Hold on, Chris. Would you? Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. She's very attractive.
Yeah,
I never said she was ugly.
We're just talking sex only.
Yeah, but okay, yes, but what comes after that?
The thing is, I can't just have sex like that. So we're just built different. That's the only thing. I need some emotional connection.
To be honest with you, in my right mind, I probably would decline.
What do you mean in your right mind?
If he was sober.
Oh.
I probably would decline because, like, in real life, I would have to decline because, yeah, it's too much comes with it. Too much. I've turned down attractive, toxic women in real life already. Yeah. So, Yeah, I probably wouldn't, but
So all that little extra energy you was
I mean,
giving us
no,
earlier,
but
he was
we're-
giving us that extra.
He was giving that to you because, and he said why. He said you're the
we
best.
have
Why
two
not?
different situations.
I'm not horny like that. I'm not like, yo, I need some. I'm chilling. I'm good. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey man, you know she's good too.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
y'all
not.
don't
I'm
even-
not
y'all-
desperate to get it in.
Y'all don't even have to do nothing. You could just be close to each other.
You know what I mean? But nah, I'm good. Like, I need some kind of connection. So we've all.
Why do you assume that you would not have a connection with her though?
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying.
He
like,
didn't say it had to be a
I
one-night
could-
stand.
I just like I wouldn't. Like, she isn't the type of woman that I would get involved with. Like, there'll be some times when I hear her speak or someone speak to her, but okay, maybe she gets it, or maybe it's clicking, or maybe, but no, when she was on that Shannon Sharpe podcast, the way she was like outbursting and
Let me finish.
She wasn't behaving like she was with
Not with Pearly
Tate.
thing.
no,
No,
she was being a little bit
She
more
was a little
aggressive.
more
I'm
wild.
just
See,
like,
that's what happens when you were on the top G.
yeah. I mean, but Shannon was being a little bit more playful and warm and stuff like that, and she started getting aggressive. I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Oh, so what happened?
You know, it wasn't anything bad or anything crazy, anything like that. But, they were talking in the podcast, and then the conversation came up about body count.
Oh, jeez.
And then he didn't even ask her, but she just went out and said.
Oh, what she said? Oh, was it?
She went out and she was just like, I slept with 35 men. So like her body count is 35, and he was like taking shots and stuff, and just overreacting. Obviously, it's entertainment, so he's making it fun. But it made me. It sparked the question: is 35 a lot for a body count?
How old is she?
I think like 33 or something like that.
Has she ever been married?
Yeah, with an NBA player, to an NBA player.
Do you know how long she was married?
like a week.
Like short.
Maybe a year, maybe a year.
Okay. Sorry. I'm clear.
That's basically it.
Were you asking? So
Like,
that sparked the question.
Like, do you think 35 is a high body count number for a woman?
Okay. All right. So we're talking about women. Okay. So in modern times, the answer you're going to get is no. In modern 2023, the answer is going to be no, because if you go to the average college, you go to a party school, they're going to have 30 in college, like seriously. Even when I was in college and I was at me and Chris were at HBCU. I mean, I saw, I had a girlfriend in college, so you know what I mean. But it happens, right? You have a lot of people that. Come from, they were living under their parents' thumbs, and all of a sudden they have freedom. There's alcohol, they can drink, or they can smoke.
Speaking from experience, because you said you was free from. You said parents, I got free.
I didn't.
You couldn't get your ears pierced until you was 18.
Yeah, that's true.
So I can only imagine what you was going through.
I had fun in college, but at the same time, once again, I had a girlfriend, so I didn't pick up.
Politically correct. Okay, I see.
No, that's just what happened.
No, that was politically correct.
It's just the truth.
Okay, I'm being honest.
I guess I'm just a politically correct person.
PC Steven.
I didn't pick up a lot of bodies in college.
But after college.
No, we're not talking about me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right? But I think that in general, me personally, I mean, I don't find that attractive. Now I will say this, and there's no cap here. If I met a woman and she was everything that I wanted, and she had kids, whatever, yada yada yada, and she said, "Oh, I've slept with 35 people," it's not going to make me say no, but because I know her history, because it's so in the open, it's an absolute hell no, because these aren't
Her specifically.
okay, right? Because she's so public with her stuff, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Now, if I meet a woman and once again she had her phase, but then it's, she's not like that now. The energy she gives off, like how I perceive her, is different, and you've gone through changes in life, then it won't bother me as much. But because it's so public, it's super unattractive.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's keep it a buck. When it comes to this body count thing, it's really more about perception. So, for example, if I'm looking at a girl that looks like a hoe, thongs on her Instagram, twerking, drinking, always around guys, she could be a virgin, and I'm just going to assume she's effing everybody.
Yeah.
Whereas
I like
if you have the other girl who we'll say she had a past, right? She's got 35 guys that she's been with, but she presents herself well now. Like, I'm meeting her, she presents well. She's modest. She's a great person. I enjoy her.
She's grown.
Then I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
That's how it happens in real life. It's really
Yeah.
more about perception. On the internet, because we're having these irregular conversations, it's like, well, how many body count? What's your body count? I don't ask women that question.
I don't
I don't either.
It has come up in conversation.
It can come up, but if I have to ask that question, we're probably not gonna make it anyway.
Because you deep down, you don't want to know.
No,
like no one be like, yo, how many? I mean, like you want to know, but you don't want to know.
I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I think Chris, I like the way that you put that because that's correct.
It's about how you carry yourself.
Because I've met women that seem to be so wholesome, they're well put together, and they have a lot of bodies, right?
Yeah, throwing it back.
I mean, you think about it. Like, I mean, I went through a party phase, and we were going out every weekend, multiple nights a week, trying to get girls, and I know girls that were going out and trying to get guys, and it's infinitely easier for a woman to just have sex with whoever she wants. So, I mean, if I'm picking up bodies and I'm looking for them, it's so easy for a woman too. So if you went through a phase and then you had your first child and then maybe you were in a long-term relationship and you got married and it just changed you, and now and people say, well, I'm born again, I'm Christian now, I'm born again. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you, the way that you think, the way you carry yourself, right? You've grown. I'm not asking, oh, how many bodies you got? If I like you, I'm not even asking.
Do you? But you haven't answered the question though. Is 35 a high body count number for a woman?
I think that in modern times, no. Not
modern times. You, Steven. Do you think 35 is a high body count number for a woman?
It's hard for me to say.
Wow.
I just said that I think that the way that Chris answered the question is a great answer.
Yeah, but
I don't.
That wasn't my question.
That wasn't.
I understand
I wasn't
that.
answering the question.
I think that it's okay. Yes, I think it's high. Yes, I do. Now, does that mean that I would not be with someone that has 35?
Mel got what he needed.
I didn't ask all that stuff.
I'm clarifying.
Mel, you can clarify, but clicks don't clarify.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not trying to.
Ever do it would matter before it happened before me.
This is one of those double standard things in the world. So
It's one of the only ones we got.
No, we got a couple.
I'm just saying, it's like one of our biggest ones.
I mean, men can wear the same clothes over and over. Women can't.
Yes, they can. Well, they can't wear the same panties.
No,
Oh my God.
no one's even talking about that.
But those are clothing.
Okay,
It's
no,
clothes.
you're talking about that. You know what I was talking about. Men can't wear the same boxers. Okay. Mr. Rogue, no shirt.
Object, Your Honor. I would like to object.
I think that yes, I think it is high, and I think that it tells you a bit about a person, but I think that it really talks more about their past and and not necessarily who they are now. So once again, by yes, the answer to your question is yes, right? But that does not mean I would not date her. But I really like the fact that the way that Chris explained
He said it really well.
Because I think that that's truly how, and that's genuinely how I judge that. Because I don't ask that question.
Yeah.
Even with dating sites, how many bodies you got? Girl, what are you
And
talking
most
about?
women won't be 100 about it.
They're not gonna be 100 anyway.
No, so back to Brittany, like 9 times out of 10, her count is literally over 50.
They say whatever women say, multiply by 7. That's the answer.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, but
it's
I would say, given her persona, for her, I think it's kind of low. Just giving her like
right. But that's the point, Mel.
Yeah, but-
She's lying.
Yeah, but here's
Right,
the,
right.
here's the thing. With her being so in the public, with her being in such a public eye, the problem with women having high body counts is that no man wants to be with a woman where another man could be like, "Hey, man, you know I was digging her down 3 months ago, bro."
That's unappealing.
right.
Like
So
no man wants that. It doesn't matter if she had 5.
Yeah.
If the 5 were in our friend circle or whatever, it's like no.
Now, we might as well just start this little family.
You know what do they call them? Eskimo brothers or whatever?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, so with Brittany specifically, she's in a really bad place because she's been so freaking public, and that's what Shannon was talking about. It's like, okay, you got 35 bodies, but why do you think you need to tell the whole world that?
right.
Yeah.
Like, no one will ever know my body count.
Right.
I'm never going on the internet and being like, yeah, I got 15, 20 bodies. I got 40 bodies. Like, that's it.
I tried to keep count. Like,
What's that mean, though?
I lost count.
Yeah.
Right, that's the reason why ain't nobody ever gonna know mine.
Well,
I don't know either.
I mean, hold on. I mean, I didn't lose
If
count
I
because
really sit down and think about it,
I lost count because I get
stopped
into,
counting.
Yeah, no, I get into a relationship, and this is the only woman that I'm focused on. So like all the other ones, I just completely
you just forget about them. Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
and you do that. Now you dated someone that you forgot about.
Yeah.
Because that's true. Because I did say, I was like, yeah, but the last girl, and you said, oh, do. And I was just like, no. The real last one. You were like, oh, she don't even count. Oh,
yeah,
no,
she
she
did.
definitely counted.
It counts.
Yeah, you start a relationship on the first date, it definitely counts.
The wackest. You know what I mean? The wackest. The bottom tier. If I had to rank all my...
Damn.
If I had to get a rank of all my women, my
She's
ex-girlfriend,
bottom
At
tier.
the bottom.
the worst.
Wow.
The absolute worst. You know what I mean?
Sorry, girl.
Absolute
You know who you
worst.
are, girl. Dominoes and champagne.
You know who you are.
And roses.
Dominoes and champagne.
Yeah, Dominoes and donuts and fucking champagne. You know what I mean?
Dominoes, donuts, and
That
champagne.
actually sounds pretty
DDC.
romantic, right?
It sounds
there.
romantic. It sounds like a fucking heart attack.
If you show up to dinner or on a romantic date, we're on a picnic, and you order Dominoes, donuts, and champagne, and you bring them there, I'm not going to be happy.
I'm gonna tell you this: you got to take that Domino's out the box, because if I know it's Domino's, I'm gonna feel super disrespected.
Yeah.
Domino's is like
I don't mess with Domino's.
Domino's is like
They tried to kill me.
it's the
yeah,
bottom,
yeah,
it's
I'm
bottom
also
of the
Domino's.
barrel pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Pizza Patron is better than Domino's, and that's a $5 pizza.
pizza. What's the best pizza places?
Not
Mario's.
Mario's
Talking
in
about
New
the
York.
world?
Just in like, what would y'all say is the best pizza y'all ever had?
Mario's in New York.
I mean,
Mario's?
New York style pizza is the
No. Not New York style pizza.
Specifically,
New
Mario's?
York.
Okay, the best pizza that you've ever had
In New York.
in New York, the best pizza.
No. That's my answer. You said New York style, and I said no. I want to be clear. It was New York, and probably Mario's.
Mario's.
Yeah.
Mario's is really good. What was yours? Like favorite pizza spot that you've ever had?
Yeah, that's hard to say, to be honest. Mario's is a good contender because we just went so consistently. I've had really good pizza one time, and I can't really tell you who it was.
You know what else is good pizza? Serious Pizza down in Deep Ellum.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
name.
their pizzas are
They're
huge.
pizza, and they're not just big. They're actually good.
They're huge. Like that's where like last year we went after we came from when my mom and my brother came down.
The fair.
The fair. When we came down from the fair.
You went to Serious?
yeah, because my brother he eats pizza.
You did.
I was like,
We
yeah,
didn't go, did we?
you know, yeah,
No, we didn't go.
yeah. I took him there, and yeah, them joints are.
Did you get it? Did you order a whole pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Bro. You're supposed to just get a slice.
I ordered when we.
No, he wanted a whole pizza.
I bet he ate
Did
that
you get
whole
the
thing,
Did you get the
too.
big one? You intentionally shock value.
No, whatever he wanted. I said, what do you want?
No, just let me get a large. But he
he
don't know a
didn't- he
large
didn't know. He
is
didn't
a
know.
tire.
You didn't know either, huh?
No, yeah.
Oh, but you.
I told him. I was like, hey man, these pieces they're big. You know what I mean? He's like, oh,
No,
God,
no,
you
bro.
know.
No,
give me the whole
if
pizza.
you've never seen one, you just say, yeah, they're big, they're larger than large. They'd be like, nah, I'm good. And then you see
His
one,
brother,
you're like, oh, this is
his
big.
brother was gonna want the pizza regardless.
And he
Hold on.
had bluebell ice cream.
Dang, he ain't playing.
I was just like, all right, man, do you
Because
think
he rock with UDF ice cream, huh?
ice cream in general? You know?
Okay. Well, did he have an opinion about which one was better or anything?
Nah, I don't know.
UDF is
I mean,
undefeated.
the best pizza I would say I really had was DiGiorno's.
Bro,
Come on, man.
What?
You're disrespectful.
What?
DiGiorno's?
No, DiGiorno's. It's like the. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's not like the frozen food.
Oh.
It's famous in Chicago.
I thought you was gonna say La Rosa's. Old school La Rosa.
Old school La Rosa was pretty good. See,
Yeah.
if we're going pizzas that don't exist anymore, that original Pizza Hut is top dog.
Yeah, okay.
The original Pizza Hut.
Back in the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't exist anymore,
Doesn't even
so
exist.
you can't even.
I'm still gonna, man. that
You
Mario's-
really? No,
Mario's,
I'm
man.
going-
Them
if
square,
we're-
them what are it, margarita pizzas? And they
Because
just,
even if you do that now, you actually got Little Caesars is some of the best breadsticks. But that's once again, that's back in the 90s.
Giordano's. That's the name of it.
Yeah, I never heard
Giordano's.
of that.
Giordano's.
I thought
So
you
it's a
said,
Chicago style.
Yeah, you
The
can
deep dish?
you can get it in only certain parts of in the country. Like you can get it in Chicago, you can get it in Florida, even though it's like a state and city. But you can get it like because I tried my first one in Florida when I went to like this MLG gaming tournament. I tried this Giordano's. Oh my god, it's like pie pizza.
is it thick? The thick kind?
It's like a pie.
Layered.
I've never had that kind of pizza before.
It is good. It is good. I was just because like I had no expectation. This is when I ate pizza.
I was gonna say, like, this had to be a while
Oh yeah,
ago.
this was over 10 years ago. But yeah, Giordano is really good. I said it backwards, you know. Nah, not DiGiorno's. If anything, I would say La Rosa's.
Me and Chris had the exact same expression. I didn't even look at him. I just heard him. We're gonna watch this video back, and we're gonna have the exact same expression. I
I
guarantee
said, if we're
it.
doing frozen pizza, I would do Freschetta over DiGiorno. God,
Oh, I remember Freschetta. It used to go hard.
Yeah.
Now, question, because this is like the most like controversial thing when it comes to pizza. Does pineapples belong on pizza?
I know. I know Chris's answer.
No, you don't. All right, so
Oh, I don't.
no, my answer is this: I created the pineapple
Here we
pizza.
go.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming.
I didn't. I did not see that.
I created it, and I can prove it. So when I was when I was a very young boy, I would call Domino's because that's where our dad. That's where our dad loved to eat. They had a Canadian bacon pineapple pizza, it's like a Hawaiian pizza, right? And I'm like, I don't really want the bacon. Can I get it with just the pineapples? And they would be perplexed. They would be like, "What? You don't want the bacon?" I'd be like, "Yeah, can we just get it just with the pineapple?" They're like, "I mean, I guess."
Why would you want to do that?
And then
want this swine?
once they started doing it, then when I found
Because
because
commercial.
I was super young, but then when I started seeing that pineapples were in, you could pick toppings, and I guess because of the Canadian bacon, people started stocking pineapples. I would just ask, "Yo, I just want pineapples," because you could add toppings. I'd be like, "Yo, just pineapples." I created it. It was not a thing. So back, look, y'all can say whatever you want, but back then,
My dude is convinced.
He's
back
convinced.
then.
I'm not. He's
Back
convinced.
then, it's somebody started it.
So possible.
Nah, hey,
Y'all ain't never know about it before me.
I be having ideas that I be thinking and it doesn't exist, and then I see someone else think about it. I'll be like, they copy me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
feel
you affected every part of the world.
Yeah. It's like the type of Mandela effect. Like it affects everything.
Hey, you know what? You my man. I rock
Mandela.
with you, man.
Mandela.
I rock with you 100 grand. You know what I mean?
Steven.
What
Yeah,
about-
I don't want pineapples on my pizza.
Okay. No pineapple.
I feel like it changes it too much. I love pineapples, right? But not on my pizza.
Steve said, "I love pineapples. I love pizza."
I mean, hey man, you know what I'm saying? What's it, mellow mushroom, man, and then Blaze Pizza. They got the vegan pizza, you know, with the gluten-free crust. My little spot up here, they got the cauliflower crust with the vegan. You know what I mean? Like it's a little treat, but I definitely would not put pineapple on it. I'll do mushroom, you know, a little olive, you know.
Chris put me on the pineapples. I actually think pineapples taste good on pizza.
I converted them.
Like I don't need it on there, but
If you were going to the pizza shop and they said, "Hey, Mel,
that was not the question.
no. I'm just asking. I'm making a hypothetical,
All right, go ahead.
right? And you have an option, and they said we have cheese, right? You know, vegan cheese, whatever, yada yada
Nah,
yada.
I
No,
don't like vegan
okay,
cheese.
whatever,
That's
Mel.
the
Make it okay. Mel cheese. I don't care.
I don't want cheese.
Okay, we don't have cheese. We use a vegan bechamel, basically, let's say a vegan cashew cream, right? With marinara and a cashew cream sauce. Okay, whatever. It's like cheese. It's their cheese. But come on,
I know. Just go
stick
ahead,
with me.
'cause I wouldn't eat this shit anyway.
But okay, you know what?
Because that sounds trifling.
Okay, you had the cheese at Spirals. You remember you had the dip, cashew dip when we went to Spirals
for the nacho things.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that, right?
For nachos.
Okay, let's just say that they put that on a pizza.
Okay.
Oh
Go
my
whatever.
God.
Look, go ahead. Finish whatever.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to agree with
And
any
there
of these
were
things.
toppings. Would you rather have it plain or would you add pineapples to it? Your pineapples were right there, and there was no extra cost. Or you can have just cheese. Which one would you pick?
Just cheese with pineapples?
Just cheese or pineapples, no other toppings.
Either or. I'm okay.
What would you
I'm
pick?
okay with either or. I would.
Okay, but
it
what
would
would you-
depend. It would depend on my mood because I'm not against it. I like both equal. I like them both equally. I have no discrepancy. But you're making me choose one.
You like them both equally?
Yeah, because I have no problem with eating it with pineapple.
Okay, well, I will say this. I don't have any problem with mushrooms on my pizza, but if I had to choose, I would pick cheese over mushrooms. But I love mushrooms on my pizza. But I'm going to pick cheese over mushrooms.
Okay.
So you would do cheese only without mushrooms.
If I like,
If it was your last meal in the world.
no, if it was my last meal, I'd probably add mushrooms because I would want more.
Okay.
But I like cheese pizza. Someone once said, I judge pizza by their cheese. If their cheese is good, everything else is just extra. So you don't go and order the meat lovers first. You get the cheese first. If the cheese is good, then their pizza's good.
Yeah.
That's their base of all the other pizzas.
A lot of people, when you say cheese, you're talking about the cheese pizza, not the cheese itself.
Yeah. Not the cheese
Yeah,
itself, but that makes a difference. It's about the pizza.
Yeah. People hide their poor cooking and their
With other ingredients.
pork and all that stuff. So 9 times out of 10, if I'm out somewhere random, I'm ordering just a regular cheese.
Okay.
I wouldn't get pineapple. Like there's certain places where I go.
Because I'm with him because you can taste the difference between
Now you change it up.
The
No.
quality of-
It sparked a thought.
Okay.
Because I'll do that when I'm at like certain restaurants. I won't order because you can even tell sometimes it just looks dead and lifeless. Like I'm not going or it's just been sitting there for a while, you know.
Okay, you look at it in the window in the glass.
Yeah, it's like nah, bro.
They got to throw it in the oven. Heat that crisp that bottom up.
There was this I know Chris worked at fast food restaurants. I don't know you quit your first day or whatever.
First of all, why'd you have to bring it up?
Because there was this incident that happened where a Jack in the Box employee, they're working in a drive-through or whatever, and I guess the customer threw some fries at them or whatever.
Okay.
And then they started throwing ketchup back at them. And then the employee pulled out a gun.
Wow.
and started shooting at the customer.
Wow, that's extreme.
I was like, what? This escalated. She was a big woman.
It was a woman?
Yeah. She was a big woman. She pulled out her gun. It was just like, pow, 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 shot twice or whatever. And dude drove off or whatever. And check this. Okay.
Bro.
If someone was to shoot at you, they don't kill you. They don't hit you or anything. What do you think is the right scenario to occur? Like, what should happen?
What do you mean?
To the person who shot at whoever.
If I'm let me just put myself in this scenario.
You're in Jack in the Box, and you come through. There's a customer. Bam, ketchup, whatever. Something's wrong with the order. I need some curly fries.
Right.
Discrepancy, anger leads to pop, shooting. You drive off. Bam.
Okay.
What should happen?
Well, first of all, I'm calling the cops.
It's attempted murder.
And you know, like you're going to I assumed you're going to go to jail for attempted murder. There's no scenario. I could have yelled at her. I could have spit on her. There's nothing I could have done that was non-lethal or life-threatening to say that it was okay for her to do that. Even if I pulled out a gun on her and she shot me back, it's still attempted murder on her, and then I'm going to jail for flashing a weapon. There's no way. There's nothing else.
Well,
oh come on, you're not.
Well, this lady, she got 1 year
deferred
adjudication, and agreed not to carry a gun anymore.
So she got probation.
Yeah, she didn't get any jail time.
Yeah, she got she got this.
She got like community service.
They basically PB&J. So
and this was in Chicago.
What?
This was in Chicago.
In one of the worst gun cities in the world or in the country.
In one of the worst gun cities, they have the softest gun laws. So I guess that's why
they gave her PB&J, which is probation before justice, saying, "Hey, stay out of trouble. You don't get any trouble. You're good." Why?
Bruh,
what was the reason?
You shot at someone, and then like the people who got shot at, they was gonna sue Jack in the Box.
Absolutely.
But then Jack in the Box says like, we ain't got nothing to do with it.
They can still sue
her.
We
ain't got nothing to do with her crazy ass.
You can fire her. It don't matter. You can still sue.
They can sue, but it don't mean
you'll win.
They ain't gonna get that. So like they just, bruh, if someone shot at me, like there were times when I was working at Arby's where like this customer, they tried to scam me with like $100 bill and say like I didn't give them the right amount of change back, and I was about to, we was about to get into it because like you basically calling me a liar, and then you started talking crazy with me, and I'm just like, bruh, don't let this uniform fool you, cuz. Like what it is, you know what I mean? My manager's like, Jamel, get back there. You know what I mean? But it's not like the only time that I've had a situation like with a customer that escalated to a fight. Nothing that led to like guns being brought out. Niggas can't be shooting on fast food, bro.
I have, well, just to be clear, I have worked food service.
Yeah.
So like I worked in 2 different sub shops.
Capriati's. So
Capriati's, and then another spot called the Little Grocer. Yeah, but they're big. If I still ate meat, man, I'd go and get one of them turkey subs, man.
They used to be, stock, man.
Hey, for real. I feel like there'd be a conflict of interest though in some way.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know
whatever.
I don't know morally. I wouldn't tell nobody, but yeah, man. I was dropping fries. I was making cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying? I order up. You know what I mean? You know,
But you've never had situations with customers where you
never like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in Delaware. You know, people are pretty even tempered there for the most part.
Yeah.
I will say that the old boy has to take accountability for throwing them fries.
Come on, bro. Come on.
No. Here's the thing. You never know what kind of day this person is having.
That's true.
Spitting on spitting is. I mean, you said spitting. I said no. That'll definitely get you shot. But throwing fries, drinks, just hey, calling them fat, whatever.
But
you always have to treat the next individual with a level of respect because you don't know what's going on in their life, and passion crimes are real.
I would never think that because someone messed up my order and I threw some fries back. Number one, you throw the ketchup back at me, I'm going to be shocked. Like, oh, damn, all right, you don't care about your job because you just threw ketchup back at me.
I mean, you threw fries. Like, that's...
Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, but customers are, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you clearly don't care about your job. You threw something back. Right, like
yeah, he was like, "You don't care about your life. You threw fries at me, pow pow."
Bro, I can't believe she pulled out a pistol.
You triggered my trap car.
I'm assuming that she wasn't aiming to kill, and that's
it don't matter.
Nah, son, no. Let me see if I have this.
Because I'm like, how does she not?
The fact that you even have it on now, granted,
there is such thing as a warning shot.
I can see why you have it on you. You know, if it's Chicago. And you know, if it's a bad area, if it's late at night, you know. But if you said I pulled out the pistol because they had one or something like that, okay, and I wasn't shooting to try to hit them. You know, it was just like they pulled a pistol on me. You know. Okay, maybe I could see that, but nah, bro. Like, how in the world do you get off with a warning?
Chicago, man,
like
it's Wild Wild West out there.
It's like, well, was there not any evidence? Like, what? Somebody had like.
Here's the video right here.
You have a video of it happening?
Is that the pistol in her back pocket?
Oh, he got out.
She was trying to open the window like.
He saw it that he got out fast.
Yeah.
Yes, that's.
And she's actually shot.
Yeah.
But did she hit the car?
She was aiming at the car. She was following him when she was shooting.
Do you know if she hit it?
Dude didn't get hit. I'm not.
Do you know if the car got hit?
No.
But
they said she fired 2 shots.
That may be how she got.
Maybe they're blank.
That may be how she got off without attempted murder because she didn't hit the car. No, I think that there's had to be something technical here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chicago gun law.
Like you can, yeah, but even still, you're shooting in the air. Like you can get charged for that.
Yeah,
discharging a weapon in a public area.
The stand your ground lady, I think she got 20 years for that, right? For the warning shot.
That's why if you think about like some of the non-violent crimes that happen,
yeah,
and she gets off and she actually shot at someone, that's wild.
He got off. He got
out.
He lucked up.
And the part they say he was just flying in. He's just airport from not even from that city. Came down.
What?
Yeah.
He was in a rental.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wilding.
Yeah.
He done had a bad day. He must have been flying Spirit. He had a bad day. He had some delays. Something happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Mel, I'm sorry. We got off track. Do you think 35 is high?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we never. That was the last. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just it popped back in my head.
Yeah, I think 35 is high.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's vastly high.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you given that we went through it and you just answered.
I wouldn't care if she was a prostitute. She had every man in the
That's
world.
why.
It wouldn't happen.
First of all, I wouldn't even date a prostitute. So
it's a song by Lil Wayne. It's called Prostitute.
So is it a deal breaker?
It depends on how much I care about this woman. Because I mean, thing is, I don't really.
Let's say you like her.
I don't want to. If I like her, I wouldn't.
And
care.
she don't act like she.
Like as long as she's not like out there like yo, I slept, and it's not like yo. It's not because you're not very flamboyant about your business, and you're not boisterous about it.
So it's not necessarily about the numbers; it's the energy behind the people that typically have high numbers.
Right. It's what's associated.
Can we agree on? Is that a general consensus across the panel?
It goes back to what I said too about perception, but it's.
Yeah, I mean. Like not the type of woman that like shows booty pictures online.
You can have 3,
online.
And if you are doing all that, it's a no.
You know, because like that stuff overall. Like if you're very timid, quiet, shy, and all that, but you know,
timid's not a good.
I don't know, but you know, you're just more reserved. You don't really care about
Low-key.
posting your business. That's what I'm rocking.
Okay.
Yes, 35 is high.
Yeah.
So we all agree 35 is high, but at the same time, it's really about how you present yourself and carry yourself, not just the number in and of itself.
And women who have those numbers don't think that we looking down on you or anything like that, because I know you hear that and it may make you feel some type of way if you have that type of life or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's not a bad or. It's just some people don't have that preference. It's not to look at you in shame, you know.
Carry yourself as if you present yourself the way you want to be seen.
Yeah.
Present yourself in a manner that you want to be seen. So, because I don't think that I think the only reason we're really talking about it these days is because it's a conversation online. But at the end of the day, as Chris stated, in the real world, when you meet somebody, if you met somebody out and you liked them and you genuinely got to know them and they come off as a very caring, loving, yada, yada, yada person, as long as you don't have an OnlyFans out there or something like that, that is a deal breaker for me. You can have a body count of 5, but if you're out there popping your thing on OnlyFans, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's just behavior that isn't.
It's the behavior.
Yeah. I mean, we've gone down that rabbit hole. So.
Okay. I just wanted to get your answer on that.
I think at the end of the day, you know, a lot of times people look at this as the exception to the rule. Because look at Brittany. Okay, she got 35 bodies, so she says. So it's probably 50 plus. Mm-hmm. And look at how she acts. So once again, Steve, back to what you said, it's more about how they act and how they carry themselves. So it's kind of like, okay, if a woman has this many bodies, then you can assume that majority of them may have these types of traits or act this way. And that's basically what it's all about. Yeah. Now there's the pair bonding thing.
That's a real thing.
But that's you know what I'm saying? Like So you got to be careful with science because science can work. There could be, because I don't know, like there's a way around that. It's not like it's written in stone. Like if you have sex with more than 5 guys, you'll never be able to,
I'll say this. I think that I think there's absolutely validity to it, and I think that is something that
100%.
we can see.
100%.
At the same time, though, I don't think it's law. And it's not like, oh, no, if you've had sex with 50 guys, you'll never be able to. I don't think that's true at all. I think that it's really about the intention and your own personal growth. Mm-hmm. But I definitely think that it plays a factor in it because now you are going to judge every single man off of your top 3, whatever. So it's going to play a role in it.
It also makes it harder for you to fall in love with somebody.
Yeah.
Think about it. The first time that even guys fall in love, it's hard, it's heavy, and it seems easy. A lot of people experience it in their younger years. And as you experience more and more women, it makes it harder for you to get that feeling.
We remember number 1. We don't remember number 20.
You can't forget number 1.
Number 20? Who?
I can't forget my first one.
I can see. There's so
I didn't
many.
want to do it.
There's so many women I've forgotten, but I have not forgotten this woman. I know her whole name. Like there's so many people I've forgotten, but I've never forgotten her.
I know your whole name.
First and last name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You never forget that. So it just goes to show that it does matter.
That love is powerful,
bro. I still have love in my heart for her still to this day, and I never even loved her. You know what I'm saying?
It's just love for all
you just no.
You weren't in love with
do you? Even the ones you don't remember.
No, I have love, but not like.
No, I
have love, but I ain't got love. You feel me? I got love, not love. You know what I mean? It's different. It's levels to the love. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a lot of different levels.
You know what I mean? All right, one last thing and we can wrap up. There's this recently that happened. There was a riot that happened in Philadelphia.
I heard there was riots going on.
Yeah, there was a riot that happened in Pennsylvania because of a verdict that was passed down because of a shooting.
Oh, jeez.
And it was the exact. I see it. But this is what got everyone over in arms, which is, part of the script. But a cop shot this guy unarmed.
Was he black?
No. He was Mexican.
Oh, damn.
Man of color.
Yeah, man. And he got shot and bruh. He shouldn't have got shot. You know what I mean?
There was a video.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't watch the video, but I mean, I watched because I watched it on Hodge Twins channel and they blur out the video, but you can see what happens. Like the cop he's shooting, and like the dude's just in his car. It's like a traffic stop, and then
it's always a traffic stop.
Dude gets out. He was like, "Put your hands up! I will fucking kill you!"
Damn.
And then he put his hands up, whatever, and then he started shooting him, literally just like that. I'm just like, dude is guilty. Like there's no excuse. But he got found not guilty.
Oh my God!
And they said because there was a lack of evidence.
I need to. See, I'm gonna have to look at this.
And I was just like, bruh,
I'm curious.
This is clear as day wrong. So the outroar of this, I mean, you could see how it, it's an understandable feeling, but it's a typical same thing that happens.
I mean, the fact that he started the whole interaction with "I'll effing kill you," like.
It's just it shows intent.
It shows it. What are you talking about? Lack of evidence.
I think he shot him 6 times.
Oh my God!
And then he was like, the other cop that was with him was like, he's got a gun. And then the dude was retreating, still shooting, not receiving anything. And he was telling him put his hands up, and you can see the dude that they're like dying trying to put his hands up. You know what I mean? So it's just like this amount of cruelty is happening. Like someone gets off with that. So it sparks a riot in Florida and
in Philly.
Sorry. Yeah, in Philly. And then, you have kids going into like different stores, looting and destroying stuff. They went to like a Popeye's chicken. Like, yeah, we want all that chicken.
Damn,
I'm just
Popeyes.
like, bruh. But the thing is, these kids, they weren't like necessarily feeling that passion of anger towards this, this verdict. They were using this opportunity
As
a chance,
a catalyst.
To break in the stores and then cause damage and riots, because they started breaking in Apple store, Lululemon, and the Popeyes chicken spot, whatever. And there's this famous chick who's
What's the point of breaking into Popeyes? If I was gonna break into Popeyes, I'd steal the flour.
I mean,
like, what are you gonna take? You gonna take
no one's gonna break the Popeyes like, hey, give me all the flour.
I mean, I'm serious. Like, you can fry
Give me all the fucking flour y'all got in here right now.
I mean, but for real, like, the chicken itself is just standard chicken. It's the flour. It's the seasoning.
You want the flour? All right.
I mean, what would you take?
He wants the special.
I take the biscuits. Hey, give me all the biscuits.
Oh, damn.
Give me all the biscuits y'all got in this.
You gonna get all the
They're probably
biscuits and
Y'all give me all the
tea.
biscuits and the jelly.
You gonna
Yeah.
need some tea too.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, me. Get a big bag.
Look,
Big
man,
bag of
this
biscuits.
is
Big bag of
this
biscuits.
This is the play. They just keep running the same narrative over and over.
Started on the
Let's
on
let's
the
let's
East
keep
Coast.
it a buck, right? Whoever was his commanding officer knew he was like that. They put him out there. He was a ticking time bomb. They knew he was gonna do that. And then you said his partner, he screamed out he got a gun. So clear, like
He had a knife.
Did his partner shoot?
No.
his partner screamed out he has a knife.
No. He had a gun, but he actually had a knife.
Okay,
But it wasn't like he was bringing it out.
But they
his
knew
hands
that.
were up.
Yeah, but there was a knife in the car.
Okay, there was a
Oh,
knife.
the knife was in the car, but he didn't have it on him.
I mean, it's on him, but not on him.
It wasn't
they-
on his
but they
person.
It
shot-
wasn't like knife.
Yeah, but they
and
shot
gun.
they shot him before they knew about the knife.
Right.
See, that's bullshit.
But dude said he had a gun, so you can only assume.
Yeah, but even if he said he has a gun and I have my weapon trained on him and his hands are up, you then just take a different precaution.
Right.
You say, hey, throw your weapon down. Don't move. Don't do anything quick. Da 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 da. You give instructions. You don't just kill somebody because you're allowed to carry weapons.
Right. It's not illegal. Even if
not
he has a
illegal.
knife, it's not illegal to carry a knife. It's like I am complying. Am I complying with your demands? Like with your lawful orders? If I am, then why would you shoot me? Even if I had a gun, if my hands are up, I'm saying I'm giving up. I'm not making quick movements.
You know what I would like to see, and this is just me. Getting into all this nonsense. 'Cause, if you do me like that, or if you do somebody like that, on my last dying breath, I'm killing you. Yeah. We both go in.
If I'm
I'll be like, if I ain't got the strength to do it, I'll be like, fuck you or something.
Because I'm already dead, so I'm gonna do everything in my power. I'm taking my last breath, especially if I do have a weapon on me, a knife. I'm throwing it at your neck. Something.
I'm throwing a rock.
that's
Something.
wild, bro.
You know what I mean? But it's just the harsh situation that some people, have to go through. Like, you shouldn't.
Did they show what led even up to this? How he got pulled over? Did they show the whole thing, or did you just watch it on Hodgins where
they showed it? Like, he had I think a broken tail light or something like that. His tail light was out.
So it wasn't like he robbed someplace or whatever. They just pulled him over for a normal stop, and then he was probably in the beginning not trying to listen to him.
Probably upset or something.
No, he was in his car. He was, and he stopped.
I don't like these things, but I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't.
No, because you said he got out of the car.
No, he didn't. He was in the car. He stayed in the car. He never left the car.
Oh, he never even got
He never
out.
left the car.
They
Steven,
shot him in the whip.
Did you understand that he got out the car?
I in my head he got out of the car.
No, he never left the car.
I don't
That's the
think
way
Mel
Mel
said
said
that.
it.
It's just how I maybe it's how I.
How do we both get that?
I don't know.
I heard him get out the car.
Nah, hands up. He had a knife. Cop said, "Hey, he has a knife." Hands up.
See, I'm always about accountability first. So now, obviously, people are the opposite way around. They're jump on the victim side first, which I mean it sucks regardless. But I'm always of the mind of let's look at the situation and how do we get here? What?
I got hot. It started getting hot, so I just continue.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, I don't have a
got
problem
weird.
with taking a look at the situation with a fresh pair of eyes and maybe looking at it holistically. Because sometimes even with those traffic stops, you try to stop him, he runs, or he does some weird stuff that you don't see on camera, Now the police officer's mad, and you already know they feel like they're in charge and they're above everything. So now he's mad. You're not listening to his commands. He's had a bad day. You know what I mean? So I could take all that into consideration. But here's the thing. If the government cared, which they do not care at all. If they cared, then guess what? If he had a day like that or moments like that, he would have been taken out of the taken out of the line of duty just for that moment, give him time to unwind, whatever needs to happen. But more than likely, if this is legit, because I also think crisis actors and stuff happen, but if this is legit, then they knew that this officer was
on the edge.
He was on the edge.
Yeah.
The signs would be everywhere. This doesn't just pop. It's just like when women, they'll say, oh, yeah, he just cheated on me, and just out of nowhere, he just cheated. He's just a dog.
No.
Okay.
No. Either he was like that before, and you took him from somebody, right? Or you did something to push him away, and instead of him breaking up with you, he just decided, I'm just going to just do what I do.
Ultimately, you ignored the signs. People don't that's just like with these serial killers and stuff. They'll be like, he was a normal guy, he was happy, and he killed his whole family. Like, no, that don't work like that.
Yeah, those type of people, especially when they become cops that are nervous, like, I'm not sure how the cop training goes, but do they sense like your nerves to see if you're, maybe you have some kind of anxiety and like you make rash decisions?
No, they put them through training, but they need to go through military training. You know what I mean?
You think that'll be
6 months, I think, or
I don't think it's even that. They go through
6
the academy.
weeks.
It's not
It's either
6
6
weeks.
months or 6
It
weeks.
might be 6 months.
because the pressure of being a cop, it's a lot.
Yeah, they don't have an easy job.
That's a lot.
But
there's a lot of crazy people in this world.
Correct. At the same time, though, number one, you have power, you have lots of benefits, and you chose this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be a cop. I don't want to go into that field. I don't have the desire to do that. And to be honest with you, part of the reason is because I would probably be low-key a little dirty. Like, if I go into somebody's house and I'm busting and there's some gang members and you guys are bad people, I'm gonna do my job. But if there's I'm not lighting anybody up.
Everybody.
No, I'm not doing that. But I'm saying, like, if you got all these rolls of money, I'm going to put some in my pocket. This is what I'm going to.
Oh, you're gonna be like Training Day.
No, I'm not gonna be like that. No, you know what I'm saying. But if there's if there's all this money on the floor and these are drug dealers, I don't care if it's drug money or not. I'm taking some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest.
Yeah, you said that.
I'll turn the rest
I heard
in.
you say that before.
But I don't need to be a cop, but I still have great morals. I have values. Like, but I understand temptation. That's too much temptation for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I
got bills too.
Like, would the cops be like?
It's a slippery slope, huh?
They should have like rubber bullets or something. Like,
They should,
or like
but that's why they have tasers.
Yeah, but I would use rubber bullets. Like, if I was a cop and I didn't want to kill, I would use rubber bullets.
I mean, listen. Listen. I'm not going to sit here and say that we've already said they have a dangerous job. I think that because of what they do. And Philly is not it's not like this just upstanding place.
Yeah.
Dallas is rough too. People get shot all the time. So
people get shot everywhere.
I understand them having regular bullets, and I understand them, being low-key nervous. They're still human. But in that scenario, I mean, you have to look at it like, listen, when you shoot somebody, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like,
life.
There has to be clear and undeniable evidence and whatever that you did not do, and you did everything right, and there was no other option.
Well, here's the thing too, because they'll say, okay, you got a knife, okay, cool, all right,
You have a gun. He's in
coulda-
the car.
You could have shot that man one time and disabled him from having a knife.
No, they're taught shoot the.
This is my point. They're taught shoot to kill, unload your chamber, all that other stuff. So you can remember that part of the training.
Right.
You can remember. So all this, they're nervous, all that. No, because they can remember to keep emptying that clip. Because what a normal human being would be like, they would shoot someone and we react, be like, oh no, they're not gonna just keep.
That has to be some kind of dark.
And here's the thing. There has to be. This is where training kicks in, because you have to go through these scenarios. Number one, if someone has a knife and I have a gun, I have the benefit of distance, right? Which means I can take 5 steps back. He's still in his car, and maybe he has other weapons in the car, maybe not. But if his hands are up, and if he has a knife, I'm going to tell him crawl out the window, whatever. Keep that hand out the window. Have somebody walk around the other side. Like, there's so many other things you
have a partner.
Now if he has a gun, now you increase the threat level.
I saw a it wasn't even a traffic stop. This lady, she looked like she was under the influence of something. She was in the wrong side of traffic. She's sitting there.
She was looking crazy as hell.
She's looking crazy. The officer's like, "Hey, what's going on? Do you need help? Are you hurt?" Da 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 da. She's not really responding, and then all of a sudden she pulls a gun out and he blasts her. Cool.
I mean, hey, cool. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not
like some Resident Evil type.
Basically.
I definitely saw a zombie in my head.
Basically.
Yeah, I was just like,
I'm not giving her a second.
No, the video I saw went just like that. Could it be different? Okay, cool, maybe. But that, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because she was unresponsive. She's just mumbling, wrong side of the road. She's been sitting there for 30 minutes. He's just trying to figure out what's going on, basically do a wellness check. She pulls a weapon. Yeah, no, this lady's off her hinge. I'm not going to risk my life for this, right? That makes sense. But for you to pull somebody over, he's compliant and everything, even if he had a gun on the seat, that doesn't give you a license to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah. Raise your awareness. Like, go through your checks. But if he is compliant, I don't care. You don't know anything until you know. He could be a firearms instructor. You don't know.
When's the last time y'all got pulled over?
Oh, nigga. When I first moved here, I was getting pulled over for the Camaro because the tail light. I got pulled over like six times.
Damn.
I replaced it, and then it kept going out because there was the water got into the housing. So then I had to end up replacing the whole light. But because it's such an older car, I had to replace both of them. But I got pulled over like 6 times for that.
They didn't give you a ticket?
No, because it's the tail light.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't know your tail light's out. So they're just like, hey, they're fishing also.
Yeah.
There's a reason to pull you over. So, yeah, I got pulled over like 6 times.
Yeah, I got pulled. I recently got pulled over.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you was speeding?
Oh, I was speeding. You know what I mean? When I was going to Oklahoma.
Oh, that's real recent.
I didn't go. I was going to Missouri. Yeah. But I was driving through Oklahoma.
You got pulled over in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was going like 82.
In a what?
What was a construction 50? So
God, double the fines.
But I didn't. But he was like, because Anthony was with me.
Oh yeah, you're good then.
Well, right. He said, "Oh yeah, you're good." But now I was going like 80, 82. The thing is, like, I'm still looking for the signs, but it was like an instant transition because I saw the cop. I saw him right there. I saw him, and I was just like, "Oh fuck!" But like, it was an instant transition where like the speed limit was like 70. And then it went into a construction.
So he was at the front of the zone.
It's a speed trap.
Yeah. So I didn't really have enough time because there was a car right in front of me. He was like, "Yeah, you got into a construction zone and you were going 80 and a 50." And I was just like, "Oh, word?" It was like, "Yeah, you only stopped because the car was in front of you. It was going a little slower." I mean, which is technically true because I did slow down because the car in front of me wasn't moving.
I mean, it don't matter. You slow down.
But he was like, "Yeah, so what do you do?" I told him my occupation. He's like, "All right, cool." And he's like, "All right, you ever had any, you got a good record?" You know what I mean? I was like, "Yes."
He's in Oklahoma. He sees some niggas in the car.
Yeah, me. And I was just like, all right. I just gave him my license. He ain't asked for nothing else. Just gave him my license.
Most of the time, they just take that.
I was thinking, like, he gonna ask my insurance?
I mean,
they already have all that information, bro.
Oh, when they run it.
They don't really ask for that anymore.
They don't need it. They can see if the car is registered.
They will sometimes ask for your registration.
Yeah, to either because it comes back weird in their system or just to mess with you. But like they know if your car is registered and they know if you have insurance based on your license plate. So
yeah. So I mean, he just gave me a little ticket.
Would he knock it down now?
He just made me go 10 over instead of 30. He made it like 10 over.
Well, he gave you 70 and a 50.
No, 10 over the limit.
10 over, so
60 and a 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that means he didn't really have.
It was entrapment.
He just saw you were speeding.
No, he wrote my speed now.
Yeah, but I'm saying it sounds like he didn't really know.
How did he write your speed down but get you a ticket for less?
They do. That's what they do.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Like it was entrapment.
It's BS.
And yeah, you could have easily got out of it.
I don't think that they actually knew your speed. He could just tell you were going too fast.
He said he wrote his speed down.
Yeah, he wrote it down.
Just because he wrote it down doesn't mean he actually
Was
knew
it the correct
was.
speed, Mel?
Oh yeah.
So then he knew,
It was
Steven.
very accurate.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I wouldn't even. I was like, yep. I was going fast. So I mean, it is what
It
it
was
is.
entrapment.
You know,
That's what it was.
to be honest with you, in all of my run-ins with the law, I've genuinely had, for the most part, fair cops.
Yeah, same here.
I've really
That's because most cops are like that.
I've really, I mean, I've had some cops where, I mean, and every time I was in the wrong. I mean, you know what I mean? I've never.
You say you was in the wrong, but if we really want to get technical about it,
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, I may
could-
have been. There's a difference between legally and what was happening. I mean, there's been some times where I don't feel like I should have been pulled over, but I was still doing something wrong. Does that make sense?
well, if that wrong has anything to do with speeding, the whole fact that we have to abide by those speed limits is
I think to a certain degree, speed limits are good.
you can think that all you want, but from a standpoint of what's legal and what's correct,
I'm not.
and when you're traveling in your vehicle versus doing commerce,
I'm not. That's not you taking it whole.
well, I'm
different,
just saying.
taking it somewhere
Well,
else.
this is what I'm saying. Like you feel like this is the whole point. They make you feel like that they're doing you a favor.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't even be liable to get pulled over for quote unquote speeding in the first place.
I'm not. I don't disagree
That's
with
all
you.
I'm saying.
What I'm saying. We're talking about two different things.
I know.
I don't disagree with you.
I know.
What I'm saying is that in certain areas, particularly in residential areas, like it's nice to know, hey, this is 30 miles an hour. Those people live here, right? Drive slow.
Yeah.
Right.
People still
around, like,
don't do that
schools and
though.
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
On the highway, let me roll.
Yeah.
Let me roll.
Like, especially if there's no one around.
If there's
and just,
nobody
like,
around-
it's free. Like, come on, bro.
Now, granted, now we were young at one point. You know what I'm saying? People are stupid. I've done stupid things. I've ran from the boys. I was in Tyler's Charger
You
when
and
he first
DeMont.
got the Charger. We were in Delaware, and we were at a hotel.
I do being a criminal.
We were at a hotel. I've run in with the law, and we were partying, and I had to run out of the hotel to go to the store and grab some.
Get some booze.
Nah, it wasn't booze.
Oh, some other substances.
He needed.
Nah, it wasn't substances.
Oh, you need to get some
protection.
Some rubbers.
Oh, you need some rubbers.
And but I
lifestyles.
had been drinking a little bit, but I wasn't drunk. But we just started drinking, and then I had this Charger, and I hadn't drove it before. He was like, "Man, you take the Charger."
Charger in New York.
Yeah, but it was it wasn't. You know what I mean? Yes,
He had the Hemi.
It was the RT.
You know which one it was, Mel.
I'm just trying to hype it up.
You know what I mean? So then I'm speeding on the way back because I'm like, you know, I'm having fun, and then I see a cop. I fly past a cop. I look in my rear view. I see him pull out in the lights. He's already far behind me, right? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So I'm in the Charger. I floor it.
Did you get away?
Wait a second.
Okay, good.
I
want to know the ending to the movie.
I floor it. I take off, right? I probably travel 5 miles flying, right? But I'm moving in the wrong direction. So I'm like, okay. So in my head, I'm like, he's radioed ahead. So I do a U-turn in the highway because there's these little U-turns. So I do a U-turn. I start coming back down the other way, like thinking like, okay. And there's cars in the road, but it's late. But it's like, man, he's not gonna know. I'm in a black car. He's not gonna know this is me.
I'm in a black. He thought he was invisible.
I had gone so far. Like, there's no way he's gonna think this random car is me because I wasn't flying when I came back down. Yeah. Well, I see him on the other side of the highway, and his lights are off at this point. And I'm thinking I'm good. So I'm like, all right. So I slow down or whatever. I'm chilling, and then all of a sudden, these the cops' lights come on behind me again. And then they had set up a barricade
on the other side of the road.
On the other side of the road because I was driving so fast and I was driving recklessly. I see the barricade and I said, oh, I got stopped. And so I pull into this like CVS parking lot, and I mean, there's probably 10 cops, all lights on. They pull in, guns drawn. On the speaker, get out of the car, put your hands up, get on the ground. I was scared shitless, right? Yeah, I know. What is this? I've never told this story before.
We've never heard this story.
So yeah, because I got away like a fat rat. So then I get out, I get on the ground, yada yada yada. They come over, they put me in cuffs, and they're just like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm sorry. And he was just like, "What? Whose car is this? Is this yours?" And I'm like, "No, it's not mine. It's my friend's car. His name's Tyler." Like, you know what I mean? They look at the registration, and literally he didn't. I mean, he was gonna pull me over for speeding, but it wasn't. He didn't know my speed. He was just like, "Did you not see me with the lights on?" I'm like, "Nah, man, it's late." I said, I'm driving and having fun." And he was just like, "You're driving like this car is stolen." And I'm just like, "Man, it's RT. These were brand new." I said, "Man, it's the Charger, man. I got the Hemi," and I was like, "It's fine." I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm young. I'm 21, 22. And they let me go. They let me go. And I drove back to the hotel.
Wow.
I told them what happened.
Wow.
They let me go.
Didn't even give you a ticket.
Didn't get a ticket.
Insane.
No, I didn't get a ticket.
This is in Long Island?
This is in Delaware.
Insane.
They didn't even give me a ticket. Because really
And they were all white cops.
I don't know. This is dark. They just, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. The problem is that because I passed him so fast, I legitimately may not have seen him with his lights on.
Yeah.
I saw him, but I'm like, bro, I passed him so fast, right? So then I made a U-turn. He was like, "Whoa, no. I'm like, "Why?" I told him, I said, I made a U-turn. I was going the wrong way. I said, I was just having fun. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm young, you know?
My dude was like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't get a ticket, nothing.
these would set up a barricade.
Bro, they set up a barricade. They thought I stole the car.
You have a what's his name? Uncle Bob. What's it? Lil Wayne's cop.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Bob. Yeah. You have an Uncle Bob story.
Yeah.
You was bleeding out, and Uncle Bob was like,
They
"Go on, get it."
and honestly, listen, but even then, I have never legitimately had. They could have, bro. I could have got shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now this is also this is a different time that we were living in.
I mean, cop shootings. It's not like they've gone up dramatically or anything.
I think that maybe. Well, okay. Well, maybe this. Once again, this is also Delaware. So you know what I mean. Like, and I didn't do anything. I didn't rob anybody. I was
Well,
speeding.
your speed was a felony speed, though.
I mean,
What's considered
but they
a felony
don't.
speed?
They don't know.
I'm assuming
over 30,
oh,
30 or 40 over.
Yeah, based on the story he's saying, he had the pedal to the floor.
I didn't hit the pedal to the floor until I passed him.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. At that point, it's felony speed.
Yeah, but they don't really know that.
They knew it.
I mean, they could have, but I got out on him. The Charger was new. They didn't have Chargers. They were driving SUVs. They didn't catch me.
They probably
So you're
man.
so this story doesn't make sense. You're 5 miles. You're 5 miles ahead in the Charger. Can't catch you going one direction. You turn around, slow down, and they got a barricade set up. You think that was just luck? They were tracking your every movement. What are you talking about?
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? It doesn't. It makes
How did they
sense to
get the
me.
barricade up for you going the other way if you had left them and they didn't know what was going on?
I'm not a police officer. You got to imagine when I pass him, he's like, "Oh, we got to do." He radios, right? Well, then I turn around, and then when he saw me coming the other way, I mean, I was 5 miles down the road. They already were coming. Maybe he said, "Set up a barricade." Chris, I don't know how they did it. I just know they did it. I'm not a cop. I don't know how they communicate.
Hit that Illuminati button.
This is also at nighttime, so it wasn't
we got
like,
a wild nigga on the loose.
It's easy to, you know what I mean? Dover is this big. So 5 miles in one direction, that's a long time. And I was on the main roads on Route 13. So it's the main road going through Dover. It's easily set that up fast. Hey, it was a big, I forget the name of the corner, but it was a big intersection too. They said, hey, well, maybe they had two set up. Chris, I don't know. All I know is they thought I stole the car, and it ended up being my boys. I think they called him too to verify.
Your friends?
That was Tyler.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I ended up getting out of it. He's like, yeah, no, it's my car. So it wasn't like I could lie to him. You know what I mean? Oh, you know, everything was good. You know what I'm saying? Like they called him to verify it.
Bruh.
It's crazy.
What if in those situations you had someone who was to play around like, nah, I don't know. Nah, I don't know. See, I've been looking for my car. Thank you, officer.
I'd have been going to jail. They would have took me to jail.
I'm just playing with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's I have a lot of stories, but I forget about that story. But I was young.
Oh, we need some more
You weren't
Steven
that young.
stories. We need
I have all kinds of stories.
We need some
man.
Steven
You weren't that
stories.
young.
I mean, I'm 37
You
now.
sound like them women out there talking about, oh, we had my baby young.
This
You know,
is
you was a grown-
16 years ago.
You were a grown man. You were a grown man. You weren't,
Okay, do
you
you-
weren't
adult?
16.
16 years
You
ago.
weren't 16.
Barely over.
You weren't 16.
Okay, Chris. Well, I was young, and it wasn't my
younger.
car. I wasn't used to driving it. I said, man, I've never driven this car. I said, man, it's
Yeah, sure. And so you get caught speeding, and you tell the cop, "Yeah, man, I just got it. You know, it's just can't tell." Which be true.
If
you get
I-
a nice car, but you ran. If you ran, that ain't
Yeah,
no.
My dude ran from the boys. He's like, I'm trying to be a criminal. I'm trying to get
yeah,
my
but,
rep up.
but once again, but at the speed
Earn
that
my
I
stripes,
the
cuz.
speed that I passed him
I
at,
ain't no hope.
the speed that I passed him at, and once again, the Charger was the biggest, baddest thing on the road. Yeah. These niggas had regular cop cars. Like, he wasn't catching me.
You make it sound like their cars are just trash,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean,
Those
Do you?
cars-
They don't have limiters on it.
I think that you're forgetting that. And back in the day, they had regular cars.
No, they did not. They never had regular cars.
Even if
They
they
don't
had
have limits though.
even if they had souped up cars they were not touching the Chargers.
Okay, Steven.
No, because you're up here trying to basically say I'm lying or something.
How?
Well, because you actually said it. You said the story doesn't make sense.
No, what I said was the story doesn't make sense as far as you turning around. You in your story, you lost them, and you
did.
turned around and you went back to them, and that's the only way they caught you.
Yeah, I was done.
And what I'm telling
In
you,
my story, I said in my head I got away.
yes, and what I'm telling
But I
you,
realized I
and
didn't.
what I'm telling you is that was never the case.
Okay, well,
That's
not the
what
way it
I
came
said.
across as.
They tracked you.
Yeah, well, maybe.
tracked
They were tracking you.
The way that the amount of vehicles that showed up, I feel like they had a helicopter. He said, I thought you stole the car. He said, you're driving like you stole it. And I'm just like, nah, man, that's my boy. That's my bad, man.
Just trying to enjoy life, man. Dover Dogs, Bulldogs. Whatever. What's your high school team out there?
Senators.
High school Senators, Dover Senators.
You're stupid.
You know what I mean?
What an amazing way to end the pod.
Isn't it? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Steven's story.
Yeah. Subscribe. Like this video.
Don't run from the cops.
Yeah, don't run from the cops. Shout out to the good cops out there.
Chargers are still out there running from cops now. Right now, Chargers still. I've seen them. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I just told you a
Anytime
story.
I see a Charger.
No, those are Hellcats.
Anytime
those
I see a
aren't,
Charger.
Right, but
those aren't RT Chargers.
But that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, RTs were Hellcats to them.
Okay.
Animated Male, Chris James, Stephen Michael. We will see you beautiful people next time. Bye-bye.